my name is Varo, my pronouns are they, them. I'm the CEO at the SA Rainbow Advocacy Alliance. Decriminalisation is hugely significant. It really represented a turning point for South Australia and really the nation in terms of moving us from a really dark point in our history where, being gay or being queer was, not acceptable and it was actually punished by law, to this state where actually we can be proud of who we are and we can be included and can be safe in our communities. But I often reflect on the fact that it took the death of Dr. George Duncan to move that legislation through. It shouldn't take that. It shouldn't take something so shocking and so significant to make change. We should be making change because it's right. I think historically LGBTQI+ communities have been erased and really felt invisible when it comes to government policy and lawmaking. It's only this year in the 2026 census that LGBTQ people will be counted for the first time. And we know that has a pretty significant knock-on impact. We know that it impacts whether we're counted in health policy and in policies and laws that are supposed to protect us. Laws are a huge reflection of the behaviours and attitudes that our society holds towards people. And we saw that in the recent conversion practices ban where the government put a ban on practices that previously saw people praying the gay away. And that law had a huge impact in saying to queer community that actually it is okay to be who you are, that practices like this are outdated and have no place in our state. And so in terms of what government needs to do and what we need to see next, there's a range of things. I think we're seeing this rising anti-hate and discrimination that we need to tackle. We need stronger laws on discrimination. We need stronger laws to protect us from hate speech. We also need greater support for our communities because we know that those mental health outcomes are pretty high, and there's a really significant lack of LGBTQI+ inclusive health and community services who understand our needs and can treat us for who we are. Along with, we need greater support for our community organisations. There are a bunch of great community organisations here who are doing incredible work, but it's on a volunteer basis and it's unfunded. So we need to see greater investment in that area. In addition to law reform, we need broader education about how to actually be inclusive and why that's important for our communities. I think there's a heap of actions that people can take to be inclusive in your everyday life. Something as simple as showing your pride, wearing a rainbow lanyard, wearing a pride pin, demonstrating that you're an inclusive person, that you're a safe person to be able to talk to, sharing your pronouns and introducing yourself and saying, hey, my name is Varo, my pronouns are they, them. It really normalises use of pronouns and respecting other people for who we are, not just for transgender diverse people, but for everyone.